What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode, Vibes and Voices. Today, this one is a special. I got a special guest. Habib is in the house.
Yes. Hello.
Welcome, Habib. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling
Welcome to the
great.
show.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Thanks for the invite.
I appreciate you coming, man. You've been great for just uniting the youth and visiting other countries.
Yeah.
Tell me your experience. I know you travel a lot. Tell me your experiences. Where did you enjoy the most?
Well, first I'm from Ivory Coast, and then traveling really wasn't it wasn't a thing that I started that I enjoyed at first. It's only when I moved to the US, that I started to think about traveling, because when you travel, you meet so many people and so many different cultures that it made me wonder, why just being in your own zone, and why not just explore other places and try to understand, their culture, the way they live, and, just experience a little bit of the world. So, I mean, the US was the first country that I visited. I also visited some countries in France, no, in Europe, France, and also some countries in Africa, and it has been amazing. It was a mind opener for me.
How is it being in the U.S.? What was things that you experienced? What do you like about being here?
Well, there are so many things I like, about the US. Well, first, just the way their education, like in college education, because initially that's what I came for, to go to school. So their college education is very, very good. I would say only college, because they have all the materials that you need for you to be, I would say, good when you graduate from college.
Hmm.
And life wise, well, it's still the same, nothing new, nothing
You
that
like the living
the living.
transformation. Um, how do you compare back home, Ivory
But
Coast?
very different.
Yeah.
This is a developed country. So now me coming from, well, I don't like to say third world country, is different, where you don't have things that are not accessible to you as fast as you want it.
Yeah.
But being in the US,
Yeah.
on a modern country, everything you need, you may have it as not easy, but when you put in the effort, it will come pretty much very easy to you.
Before coming here, what were your plans? Like, what vision you had?
So first, it was for me just to discover the country, because in Africas, we used to learn what we learned about the US was on TV, like
Yeah.
watching the show. All we used to hear great things about the Americans, that hey, it's the first country in the world. They have this and that. They are good at this. But that's all I will see on TV. And then I was interested in also Black Americans, like, okay, how they're living here. Because I'm I'm from Africa, I'm Black, and then we have a history with colonization, and at some point, as a Black man, you wonder why there's so much, or not why Black people themselves, they always find themselves at the bottom of things, right? But watching whatever was on TV about Americans was totally different when I arrived here. That was very different.
So when you arrived here, I know not only you say this, we talked about this a lot of times. Um, Black Americans
Yeah.
and Africans like us, right?
hmm
Why is it that the blacks here born here in the US say Africans think they better than us?
Yeah. See, that is a very good question. But you know, there's a lot to say about this question. But from what I can say, it's all because of a real big misunderstanding. First, what we in African countries, first that I was showing us about Black Americans. It's all about, gangs, shooting, poverty. They live in poverty. They don't go to school. That's mostly, and also rap musicals. They will show us, oh, they are better at, music, rap, hip hop, and sports. That's all that we show about
Yeah.
them. And now us, African, I guess here, and then, I've asked them, they said, yes, all we know about, Africa is, oh, you guys live in trees, you guys not developed. And it might be funny, but, I've been asked, how did you get here? Like what, means of transportation you use to come to the US? Like really?
Okay. My thing is the people, the Black Americans here,
Mm-hmm.
when Africans, what they feel so stereotyped, or they feel like you're African and they don't feel like working with you because they feel they better. Is it something you experience that when you work with Black Africans in America?
Yes, definitely. First, I would say the way. So one thing that I'll not all of them, but some of them, one thing they hold about Black African is like is back to slavery. Like they think we sold them off to the colonizers, the people who took them away from the land and got them here. So that, I would say, it's also another issue. But again, we can look at it both ways, what we also think of them and what they also think of us. So a lot of Africans, Black African, when they come here,
What do
so for them,
sorry to cut you off. What do you think of them?
so now, right now, well, I love them, every aspect of them. It's just that it's just sad to see that we still at this level of this misunderstanding. Meanwhile, it's just something that is not in our control, right? And I like to say it because a lot of Black African, when they come here and then they interact with them, they will tell them, hey, even though you are American, but remember where you are from. And that's also, and then this, they didn't like it. And I understand it. I will feel frustrated if you tell me that no, you're not from here, but meanwhile I was born here, I grew up here, but so don't come and tell me, hey, I'm from Africa. Now, first, well, you well know that in Africa we say someone that doesn't know his root, he's a lost. Like he's just lost. You need to know your root, right? So now I'm able to make the difference. They are from America, so they are from America. That's fact. So why I should tell them, hey, you're not from here? Oh, you originally from Africa. He's from here. He's from here. That's it, right? So we need to know how to make the differences between
Yeah.
with that.
So why do they get mad when you try to educate them that like you're still a Black man too? It's just we're different. We come from a different place.
I would
I come
say,
from Africa. It's just you're from here. But then they get it twisted to where, oh, you know everything. You
you see?
African. Why is it always have to be Africans?
uh, you see, I'll put that on
Uh,
education first. I'm not saying that they're less educated than any other person, but you see, back home, what we learned in school, in high school, we learned about history. We study what the history. I mean, I remember in school we studied history of France, the history of the United States. We studied World War II, World War One, all the great wars that happened. Like literally, we studied the world. But now and here, which I've been to school here, the U.S. only talks about the U.S. history. They don't. They're not going to mention about other countries' history. The only time they will probably mention other countries' history is the countries that they've been having, I don't know, they had a conflict with. So for us, we learned about all of this. So when we come here, they don't know nothing about Africa, about how we got colonized, but we know how they got taken from Africa to get here. But we understand that hey, you guys got taken from here, and then now that's where you live. But now for us, when we come here and then we're trying to get this, you know, I would say most of us when we come here, we want to be friends with them. We want to be like, hey, we're the same people, so why not getting along? But sometimes it just doesn't work because they have their ideas of us that that is not even true.
That's a good one. Is it a way? Is it a way like maybe in the future that this can change to where Black Africans and Black Americans can work at the same place without any, like, I know there's always stereotyping. I'm sure you've worked
Oh
with
yeah,
Black
just like all African, you guys are all scammers.
school. Um,
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
it's just so much that they say. Africans coming here, they taking our women's
Um,
don't even want us no more.
they
It's
say
so much
that
stuff.
we
How do you feel
we
about
use them
these
for the green
things?
card, or so many other stuff. But you see, let me say something. There are bad people everywhere, you know, everywhere. So I don't know why the action of someone should just make you think of everyone is bad. Just like I could say, then all the white people are bad because they came to Africa, they colonized so many of their kings, they killed a lot of people, millions of people, but not all of them. No. So there's what happened, and now there's now the present that we need to know how to make a difference, right?
Yeah.
So but the system itself doesn't even allow us to break out of it because we got our history stolen from us. So how are we gonna be able to understand each other if we don't even know like what part or who did this to us, or you know the system itself works against us. But one thing we can do, like I said, first it will be knowledge. Just need to learn about ourselves. Just like I decided, okay, you know what? There are so many things that I do not understand, even though I've been taught, but it doesn't make sense. So let me just leave my country and then see outside. What's the world outside, and it has been amazing because I learned a lot of things by traveling. Well, now, is it something that everyone can do? Well, even though you cannot travel, but today with the resources we have, it's easy for you to you know get knowledge. But now you gotta to go to good sources where you have I would say accurate knowledge.
Right. That's why sometimes you have to sit down and make someone understand. You're not here to take anything from them.
Yeah.
You come here by working hard, trying to get somewhere yourself. So, you know, you're not any different from them. So in the future, because in Ivory Coast, when you go, you have American people who live out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How do they treat you when they over there? The Americans that left here make a living there. How they treat you when they see you?
It's really that they treat me good. Actually, the one that live that I met that live in Ivory Coast again, it all started once out of curiosity. They just wanted to see how living there it can be, and even though of course we speak French in the country, but some of them they adjusted by learning French and coming. So it has been great. And you know what? When I moved to the US, I've met this. I call her my American mom because
Yeah.
I met her in school, and then she told me, "Hey, you from where you from? Africa?" I said, "Yes, I'm from Africa. Ivory Coast." So I don't know, but here I've heard so much of you guys. So I just want to know, like, okay, I know you're from the motherland, so I just want to know a lot. And it's been what 8, 9 years I've been here. I still call her my mom, American mom. She's my mom because just the fact that she came and asked me, tell me, how is it living there? And then we started talking, and then she was like, "What?" So, but that is totally different from what they are telling us over here,
Yeah.
right? So again, even me, I went to my fellow Black people and asked them questions, and then I got to understand so many things that wasn't even true. And one thing that I liked is like sometimes they are trying to picture, all the black men here as only rapper and gangster, but no, there are so many. They are very smart. They know they know what they do. They are very smart. But it's something that you just need to go and ask question. Hey, hi, what's up? Just tell me. I want to know.
Do you think it's only the Black Americans that maybe was raised in rural place or rough life that would tell Africans that they can go back to where they come from
You
and
see,
not be like they not supposed to be here?
I think I don't know about it. I guess this when they are frustrated, they will tell you just go back where you're from. Like, okay, you live in the U.S., so be thankful. But I don't know. I don't really give any thought to those kind of you know say it doesn't make sense.
What was it like your high school? Did you attend high school here in the
No,
US?
no, college. But
Okay.
I was very frustrated by history. But because mind you, I had to take history 1 or 2, and then but of course when I have to learn about the U.S. history. But there's not much about like American in history. Well, they're talking about slavery and then some of the great figures um, that made a big impact, but still there's still more to that. And if you ask me, even the history that we're being told, I would tell you is not true. Because guess what? History is, uh, said by the winner. It's told by the winner.
How can you know their history, like their slave history, if you come from abroad?
Uh, well, because over there in high school, maybe a lot of them don't know that, but also we did all like us African during colonization, we suffered from slavery. We had slavery. I mean, I know they had slavery here, but we also had slavery there. So it's something that, funny enough, it's they are teaching us that, right? But our school material mainly we picture us as a bunch of savage, and then now the colonizer came us and help us by giving us all knowledge, making us educated. But no, it's not something that I do believe.
So
If I mean it to my own point.
this question will be to our people. Let's say when you go back to Ivory Coast,
Oh yeah.
what is one thing? What is your vision when you go back there that you said you can say, "This is my country, being here in the Ivory Coast. I want it better. Like I want better. I want us to have lights. I want us to have just everyone to have lights everywhere in the streets without corruption, without just receive the same the same resources the United States have, how people help.
You see,
Can we get that?
I cannot make the country perfect, but one thing that is important that I think is the mindset. We need to
But it
start
comes from
asking.
the young ones to have that mindset.
No, but you see, it's like a generation. You see, when they say the generational curse, it's something that is true because everything we have so far now, we get it from someone, like from our ancestors, parent, grandparent, brothers and sister that were also trapped into this mindset, right? So something that we need to do, we need to break out of this mindset. But it's not something easy because you see, here you got some, Black American that got taken. Basically, the everything has been taken away from them, and then the system doesn't even favor them. And now we also you also have us, in Africa where, those powerful countries that are taking advantage of our resources, and guess what? Even worse, they're divided us because the countries limit we have right now, those were not like something that we did it. They just came in, right, and then they say, hey, France and England and the other country, Portugal, say, okay, hey, let's divide Africa. So I want this part, and then you get this, right? So it will be really hard, but first it will be the mindset. We need to first ask the real question. Why we go into all of this. Why even, and sometimes even us African, we don't see eye to eye because we have those yes.
And that's everywhere.
No, but you see, I would say compared to other ethnicity, for us is much more worse because again, the way colonialism affected the country, the continent itself by them dividing Africa just how they want it, or based on like, okay, this is the resources you have here, so I want those because I need this in my country. So the tribes themselves, they got robbed from everything. So one tribe would think, okay, I'm a better tribe than this tribe. Oh, and believe me, we also have this in Ivory Coast. Some tribes, they think better, they think higher, of themselves than other tribes.
How many tribes in Ivory Coast?
Oh, we have more than 70. Well, we have main groups, but we have more than 70 languages in the whole country. So you see that?
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. But I would say
so what is the percentage of Islamic in Ivory Coast?
So Ivory Coast is neither
Islam like big.
Yeah, it's big, but it's neither like Christian country nor Islamic country.
So maybe
it's pretty much like mixed.
70%.
No, I would say 50-50. 50% Muslim and 50% Christian.
So
there's
the
no
Christians
dominance
and
of
the
any.
Muslims, they get along, like come along.
Yeah, I would say
is
yeah.
it a mixture? Like a mixture? Everybody just mix. You Muslim, Christian, nothing like.
No, that's still an issue. Well, that's a whole other topic because well, you have Christians. Some of them, they are good with mixing with others, but some they are really not okay with that.
So, what do you think about the president?
The president,
Ivory Coast.
I think he's doing good.
He's doing good.
Yeah.
With the new changes. You think the country is going to be what it's supposed to be?
I think so. We, for the past few years, we've been on a good track. We've been having, developing the country. He has been developing the country, doing a lot of new a lot of new projects. So I would say we're on a good track.
Let's speak on the youth in Ivory Coast. What do you plan on doing for the new generation, like the teenagers, the kids?
So good. That's a good
question. If like you was to have the resources, what you would want to do, like in your mindset, what mindset you have for the youth, like schools, creation of sports. Give me insights of that. So, what vision you have for them?
First and foremost, like I said, it would be education, because it's hard to say, but education is a real issue in most African countries. So again, like you said, we'll probably be opening more schools, making it accessible for everybody. Making sure that they have what it takes to face the world, and that will help. That will help with opening the mind, because if you don't have at least that understanding, it's like you will be very close-minded, and unfortunately we have that a lot in those countries. So close-minded.
What do you think about? I know they have schools right now back home. If those schools were free, you think each kid would not think about coming?
You see,
America, because in America you have opportunity where you go to school for free. All you have to do is go.
I won't say. So I don't think it's about because we also have free school, like school that are free. It's not about school being free. It's just about the material we're using, because the material and what they are being what we're being taught, mainly again it's I would say it's control. But again, the countries we have ties with friends because they colonize us, so we would never get, because you see how, right? this is in our history, one of our history material.
Right.
They came to our land, right? And well, if you were a stranger, like you were a foreigner to my land, and then you trying to kill me, of course, what would I do? I would take weapons and fight. And in the history book, in the classes that I took, they teaches us that those people who decided to fight the colonizer, there are they are the bad ones. And when they got captured, they got assassinated. So first, how do you want me? So this by itself should trigger a question. You come to my land. It's like me going to your house and trying to rob you. What would you do?
I mean, you should know.
Yeah, you would defend yourself, right?
Yes.
And then okay, and now police comes and say, okay, we are arresting you. Does this make sense? So meaning, our education, that what I say, the educational system, I would say is good, but the material itself, like how we're being taught, needs to change. Because you will see, and this is something that I've seen, some of them that they see like the other ethnicity as above them. So we need to break out of this, like we all are the same, level. There's no one that is above anyone.
Right. So
All human.
don't you feel like the teens, the generation coming up, should have better schools, should have creational sports, not go into 15, 14-year-old pressuring about how life will be for them? Because now there's a kid out there that wants to come to America. You got a kid here that's flexing money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a kid over there don't even have a backpack or shoes to go to school with. Do you think if those kids come here would take advantage of everything that the US have to offer?
Well, you see, at the end of the day, there's also, people personality. But so I don't know when they come here, because I've seen a lot of people when they move to here, and then instead of going to school, they just wanted to be like what they've seen the movies, like hey, I'm a thug, rapper, So I really don't know, but I would say, I mean, for the teens in Africa, it's not really about the teens. I'm saying it's about the mindset. We need to stop being the beggars.
Yeah, it's the elders that needs to sit down,
Exactly.
figure out what can they do for their children to be successful. And that's by having better schools. Because if I would say I would move back, I would want my kids to keep something busy. You know what I mean? Like go to school, go to sports, we'll do something. But now you have to where kids don't have much of stuff that could keep them busy because everything now is costly. You have the school fees to pay when you got poor parents, and you gotta dad maybe sometimes might not even get paid today. So I think, do you think that's a big affection that what can the country, not just the country, the whole continent? I believe it will be a better continent if schools wasn't costing them anything like the US.
So even those, I would say, okay, I'm talking for about articles, right? If you go to public school is pretty much free. Now they have instances where they offer materials to the students. Now, but another issue to that is like the number of students we have in the classes, and then the number of teachers we have available for those students. Right, we have more students and less teachers.
Right.
So one thing that those government could do will be, hey, to have many more teachers to be trained. At least they could help with the fact that there are more students. But also we have a lot of like recreational activities that they do. But again, whatever they see on TV and outside, they think it's always better outside than their own country. And I will say I don't blame them for that, because there's also the realities that we also have in the country, with all those political this instability we have, at the political levels. So whatever they see, and they don't see nothing. I don't want to say they don't see the goods that we have, but I would say most of them, unless you come from a like decent family where you have,
Yeah.
you know, the necessary means to live, and then your parent can send you to like good school. But other than this, most of them they don't see the good that we have there. And this even something that always pains me, because you ask me, hey, Habib, where do you think if you were successful in Ivory Coast, you would have liked it better than being successful in the US? I would say yes. I would have preferred to be successful in my home country than being here. But I like it. But you ask me, but I have higher value, or I would say higher esteem for the people I've seen, us, and they are successful in the country, because the conditions that we have there, they are very different than what we have here.
So the children, the kids, again, you feel like we should have this youth sports system anywhere in the country, like just in general, just everywhere in every country where kids can get that big exposure. Because I feel like in Europe you have that,
Yeah, and then
America you have that, which now is a lot of them all around.
yeah,
Well,
exactly. So what? Well, I hope Well, I'm working on that, but when I have all the means, it's like building more like open field. And this is something I like about the America. You pretty much go every corner, like in Houston, you will see a soccer field, a
yeah,
football field, basketball field,
yeah.
tennis, random. But I would say, yeah, that's something that we need to also do more. Even though we do have some, but it's not really, really,
Not
really, really, really.
not that great.
Yeah, not that great.
I
Yeah,
I think with maybe like you and I here, it has to be someone who has to pour into that. You know what I mean? Fixing those fields, getting that land. And I think if we have more of that, and we have, because people would do it if they actually getting paid for it.
exactly. That's
And
what's
you're
up.
gonna need that and all that. But I think budget wise, even our schools right now, when our kids in the schools, the teachers are struggling to get paid, and because of more of corrupt and all that. And I think maybe people that are here in the US can support it, maybe have some type of foundation or charity like you and I. If you here and you supporting that charity and you know someone off, I think it will be successful. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, even recently, there have been like a trend amongst African that are studying here from multiple countries. They are going back I mean, this is happening in Ivory Coast. There's a lot of, Ivorian that are, living, outside of Ivory Coast, like in France, here, other countries. They are moving back to, Ivory Coast, because now the conditions, I would say are met for them to move back, because, the president, like I say, he did a good job. So now what they're doing, they're also doing more of those. They are investing in the youth. They're, opening more facilities to help the youth to understand that, hey, even though we had the opportunity and the chance to move in those countries and being successful and have a good education, but we see that potential in here in Africa. So we're going to establish those facilities, or I mean anything that can help the youth understand that we can make it happen in here. You don't need to leave your country, or to think that okay, you can only be successful outside of the country.
So how do you open more jobs to people out there that have to do hard labor? You have people who do so much hard labor, come home, can't even get up. How do you open easy route, like
As you
easy
see,
way jobs for them that they can handle? I think we need that, more of jobs, more of stability, to support their kids, their families. I think everywhere in Africa is very rural. Like everywhere in Africa, it's not. You will survive that country if you rich, got money.
yeah.
But if you just in the villages, you have zero chances of going anywhere unless you want to go on the internet. Right now, it's the internet.
You see, that even the only answer I have to that, I say just we need to come together to do that. Because I myself, I probably have the same ideas as someone, as another person who thought of that and then had the same ideas. But guess what? Maybe not. He didn't have many people joining his cause, which is a good cause.
Yeah.
Because the government can do everything. They cannot do everything for us.
Nah, no.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
So at some point, it has to take us, the people, come together and do that. But then again, this we come from different background, because we even like we have someone will come and be like, no, I want to be um the main the leader of this project, so everything will come through me. The other one will oppose to that. So really, that would be difficult. But I would say, from my own standing point, what I can do, that I will do, I will just do it now. If I have people coming to me, hey, I see what you're doing, I want to do more, well, you're welcome.
So
And that's it. I don't have to wait for anyone.
have you thought about having a charity, like kids charity, like 20-year-olds, 18-year-olds, and you get all of them together, group it up. You here, you support it, and what you do is like a sports youth charity, like
Oh yeah, you
soccer
see, actually,
where
this is another project that I've been thinking about, and then hopefully I should start working on that. It's just me going there myself. I just don't want to stay here and then I have to do all that. I go there myself in person.
Yeah.
And then now I have everything planned, and I go. I would say start with a small, people like a charity,
Yeah.
and then be involved with them and see how we can make this big. And then that's it. Like, it all start from somewhere. So, but I just don't want to be here and
Yeah,
then talk great about how they can do, and I'm not even there to do that. So
I mean, you got the resources.
yeah, but yes, but I have to go there myself in person and do that. I just don't want to be okay, so let's open this and I'll be the one here. Oh, guys, I have this, so I would need your support. No, I want to be
It has
there.
to be someone you trust.
No, I trust myself for that.
Because when you're back home, you can't even. When you're here, everybody wants to, feed off you, get in your pockets.
But for that, I have to, say that my American mom, she has her own, charity association, so they help a lot of, kids here, and then guess what? Through us, like through me,
Yeah.
she opened her not open like her charity in Ivory Coast, but she did some some stuff from some children in Ivory Coast, which is very, very, I really liked it. But it only took what it took for her to do that. She came to me and said, I just want to know more about
So it was
Ivory
your
Coast.
idea.
It wasn't my idea. She just did it, and then she said, hey, Habib, we like that, and we have some charity here that we do a lot for some communities that don't have the necessary means, so we also want to extend our charity to your country.
Right.
So
is this successful now? Like it's grown into something where
I mean, I don't want. Yeah, I would say it's growing, because they have done a lot, by providing some like.
So what type of charity is it? What type of charity is it?
Oh, so even here, so what they do, like they go to communities, and then it's called I mean, I don't want to say the name, but they help like kids by providing some like materials like computers, Or let's say, for example, like during Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
they will have event where they tell family, hey, we're gonna be serving food, so come bring your own family and children. We're gonna be serving food. We're gonna be giving gifts to the kids and all
Yeah.
that. So also they
So
have
do they have a like a fund, like where you send fund to these people to like if somebody want to reach out to them and say, hey, I want to help out this organization, this charity.
oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Is there something like they have where
They have it. Trust me, it's not like a little organization. It's a very big
yeah,
organization.
just tell them the name so that way tell the audience the name
So
so they can go and follow, maybe pitch in too if
yeah.
they want to help.
It's called Kids Life Matter and Power for Life.
There you go, Kids Life Matter. Yeah, go ahead, tap into that, check it out. Kids Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Go check into that charity. Make sure you support it. It's for kids who needing school supplies, who needing maybe clothes, shoes, whatever you can pitch in. Go ahead, pitch in. It'll be helpful. My man Habib, that's a great charity, man. How long it's been running?
Oh, well, I got to know them in 2018 when I moved here. So, but they've been around before that time. So I don't know how long, but well, ever since I've been here, they've been active, very active.
Oh, okay. So many people just been, so they just like out there, like
Yeah.
getting. So what about like, is there any upcoming project for you? I know we're in 2026, the new year.
Mm-hmm.
What projects you working on?
So is I I have a lot of projects that I'm working on, but one thing that I have to do is go to Ivory Coast first, and because and see the environment first, observe and take notes of what I can do. So my goal is to empower the youth, create more and help the people in need. But you just cannot do it without enough data. And it's my home country, and I know, but like I think things have changed. So first and foremost, go there and then see the actual reality of people, right? Because
So
things may change.
you're all,
But definitely, one thing I really want is to create because we love soccer. So I think one of the easiest way to gather people will be having, I don't know, maybe like this field, like build a field, a good soccer field where children or teens can go and just play.
so do you do events like when you go out there? Do you do events like get all the kids together, the youth,
Oh yeah,
food,
yeah.
music?
That would be the plan. That would be the plan. Like have some events where have I'll even go to some orphanage
Yeah.
too. So because there are also kids there that needs assistance and help. So yeah.
Which of the like the cities you go to when you go home in Ivory Coast?
Well, I mean, I would say I would start it
Where
in
is the loudest like?
the loudest.
Yeah.
Then that's
That's it?
Abidjan,
Okay.
Abidjan, the capital city, Abidjan.
Okay.
But you see, I don't want to just do it in Abidjan because so many.
You have to go all around.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So you see, most of the people when they come or when they do stuff for the kids or stuff like that, those charity, they are mainly in the capital city because that's where you have you can have I would say the media, like you can have your charity to be pitched to the people. So
yeah.
they will do that there. But that's the only city in Ivory Coast. We have many cities, right?
Right.
So there are other cities that also needs those kind of
So you
help.
need to go like more to the
Yeah, oh yeah,
poorer side.
exactly. My target won't be
That would be your focus there to like, hey, I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna start off, and then we're gonna grow into it. Like you're here, you got the resources. You know what I mean? Like you're here. It's just one phone call. Maybe your friends are out there. It's not just the, I think it's not bad. Maybe trusted. Maybe it might work.
Yeah.
It's not that, oh, I'm gonna send money abroad and these guys are just gonna pocket it and.
But no, but you see, for me, I just want to be involved with this because I'm a people person. want to see, what I'm doing and then where it's going, instead of just, even though I have the resources, instead of say, hey, hello, let's do that then.
So is it a particular project you will like decide already, like this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it for my people. This is gonna be great. People will support me in this. I'm gonna just do this right now and focus on this. Is that there a project we can expect to see maybe?
Well, like I said, I'm working on this. I'm working on those projects. I have many projects, many good ideas.
Mm.
But when I have those ideas, I like to put all those ideas on papers and then now
Right.
reach out to people and see how this can be done, right? So yes,
So who do you have resources back home? Like, people in the community churches, people that work with organizations,
oh yes,
people that,
yeah.
and they, you give them ideas and they like, okay, yeah, we could do that. Like you have that resources to where they willing to, but there has to be a budget there. In order, it's just sometimes when you don't have a budget or financial to do something, like you can't get your foot in. That's what stops a lot of people when they try to do something.
Yeah, but
because
the
of
good thing about it, I know people, and then that have contacts with some embassies and some other organizations that are ready to really invest in those kind of projects. Right.
So, what investment you want to make at home? Like, what do you want to invest back home that you really think like this is gonna be the wealth right here? This will be for my children. After I invest in this, I'm gonna come back home and just live life because I got this. What would that be that you would want to invest when you go back home?
Oh wow, that's well, like invest in terms of like creating what
Like just companies, people who got something going on, like you want to invest, maybe this thing can potentially be a successful brand, successful company. You want to jump on it and like, hey, this is, let me put this into because I know this what will be. So is there like any particular?
No, right now really, I don't have like any. There's no particular I don't have this kind of project for now.
Yeah.
Right now, the project that I have, it will be to support the youth, the teenagers, and it will be on an open mind, like a mind opening project, because we need to understand that we can make it happen here. We don't have to come over here or go. I mean, if we have the chance, yes, of course, but obviously once we have all the resources of all everything that that I have here, that
Yeah.
that I was able to use, that you see, to be where I'm at, if I can provide the same resources to the people over there, they will be also successful.
So you have the ideas already, you can pitch, you just need them to like take your ideas.
Yeah. I mean, I just need the time to go there.
So where is your next trip? I know you've been traveling.
Hopefully,
next?
in December, hopefully I'll be in Ivory Coast.
Okay.
December.
Have you got any plans over there maybe?
Yeah, see, visiting families, and again, that would be a chance for me to again go to the people and start discussing those projects.
Okay.
Right. We discuss about this on the phone, but we had some meeting, but now this would be like a good moment to like talk and then sit at the table and talk.
Yeah, you're a busy man. So
Just like you.
You're not gonna open a restaurant back home?
A restaurant?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you like suya and
Suya.
Ivorian.
No, you see, so I mean, it's not like I can do it if I want to, but those ideas, some other people, they've already done that. Yeah, and a matter of fact, I know someone who studied here in Texas. He studied culinary art, and he opened a restaurant in Ivory Coast, in the capital city, called Texas Grill, and that's It's called Testos
I've
grenade.
heard of it. I've
Yeah,
heard of it.
yeah. You see,
I've tried it, I think 2-3 times.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it's
Yeah,
big in the
it's
country.
really
So,
good.
and
It's really
see,
good.
that's
I
what I'm
like it.
saying. Now, what's happening? You know, Ivorians who get a chance to live either in the U.S. or France or any other developed country, what they're doing, they're just importing the ideas, or like I said, on all the resources they have here to Ivory Coast. So we've seen a lot of progress into that. Like now, some things are they're very, very easy accessible to everyone. So this is those kind of projects I'm into. Like make sure that what I see here, I don't have to copy paste.
Yeah.
Everything. I just have to. Oh, if I bring this over there, it could work, right? So I just have to adapt it. And we've been seeing a lot of that. Just like Uber. We didn't. I mean, there's Uber in my country, but we didn't have like Uber app. But someone created the own app.
Yeah, I've seen that. I was like,
just like Uber, call Yango, and then it is even more popular than Uber now.
Oh, okay.
Right, just like that.
Yeah, I think the country is transforming to like within. I would say within the next 5 years, we'll see a lot of transportation, public transportation, all of that. Because I see the change now. Like we didn't have that 10 years ago. Now we're able to request it on our phone. What?
Yeah.
Get a ride. So the whole continent is transforming, and because our countries, like in America, people believe what they see on TV.
Yeah.
Because they go out there and record the rural places, bad places like trees, all that, animals. Yeah, we got great safaris, we got great lands, we got animals, all of that. But that's what they show
exactly
people.
Just like, I don't know, lately you probably come across actual space streaming in those African countries. That was a good initiative, right? So I really liked it. But now maybe what also we can do, we need to also do something like that is open-minded. Hey, making sure to let out the people in Africa, hey, even though here is also good, but this is what you have. It's pretty much the same. So we need this eye opener, action that would make us realize that it's possible here. Like we have whatever it takes to to become to be successful in our own country.
I think so. Like within the transformation is going right now, Africa will be where the most traveled place. Like look at South Africa, look at Nigeria. A lot of business people going out there. A lot of business people, so much. If you look at Ivory Coast, Abidjan, if you look at Senegal, if you look at very beautiful cities.
Yes.
But you search right now the internet, they will show you a different picture. Totally different. But it's just what the internet portrays it.
I don't know what
I don't know
what how they are writing the algorithm, and then when you search it up, that's what it tells you.
Yeah, so it's the transformation is coming, and someone like you is gonna be bringing that change because you're a moving man with a mindset that have a vision for the continent, not just the country, but the whole continent. And, we're gonna be behind you too. So, because you're Habib, so you make things happen.
Yeah, I mean, well, hopefully, I will make those things happen. But at the end of the day, I'm just a man. So without the support of other people, I'll be peace.
Yeah.
It won't be possible. So it's not like I'm thinking of doing everything by myself. Of course, at some point, I will need the help of people to.
No, there's a lot of people. You just have to put yourself out there and what you're doing. Reach out to people back home. Just connect with them too. Sometimes closed mouths ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You have to open your mouth to people. I'm sure you're close to a lot of people back home, and they want better for you. They want better for themselves. In order to do that, is somebody with the mentality. But you just have to get people that have the same mentality, that have the same vision you have. So that way, hey, we're gonna do this for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, man, Habib, you got it, man, because you can do it. You know. Yeah. So how, was you ever interested in playing basketball coming here?
No.
Because you look at you, man. Like you're tall, man.
You
Like
see,
you would have been a good NBA player.
oh, you know what? I wish that, but you know, African parents, how sometimes they react. So, my parents, they never wanted me to play any sports,
You should play it in college, man.
right? They never wanted to play me any sport, right? And I was already tall. And if I tell you the reason, you see, that's why I say we need we need to do something that will open our mind and while we think about America and other countries. Do you know why? The reason why they didn't let me play basketball? Because my brother, my big brother, told my mom that I would become a thug. And guess what? And guess where he has seen that on TV, on those, what they say about Americans, they start playing basketball and they start, getting involved with all those crimes. That's
But
what he
that's
told my
African
mom, and
parents.
my mom was like, "No, you're not playing basketball."
So they think you will be in the streets.
Yes, exactly. So, and then this is what a lot of, I mean, I'm pretty sure probably it's probably mostly in Africa, but that's what a lot of us think when we, look, when we see everything on TV, like what we think of Americans, like Americans or the, white Americans, anyone in America. So we have some of those stereotypes that, or if you do that, that's where you're going to end up.
So they was just scared the fact that you would maybe change to,
Yes,
being
exactly. And,
you going to like
and,
just be American. You be Americanized, basically.
oh, yes. Yes. And then when I graduated high school, that's when they say, okay, now you can play some basketball, like if you want to.
With the American.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they say that's black sports.
You see, I was like, it's already too late. I had to start it, when I was young, so that I could get used to that. And now, who knows? I could have been in the NBA.
So when your friends come and knock your door and your mom opens and say, oh, they would lie and say you're not home because they don't want you to hang with them.
Yeah, yes, they do that a lot. Yes.
But they knew you wasn't a trouble kid.
Uh,
But you gotta
Man.
understand, an African kid has the mindset of a 30-year-old. Like in Africa, when you're young, you're already thinking like 25, 30 years old.
yeah.
Your parents, would they think that, oh, my son, he's cool, like he's
No.
good?
It's like, my parents, they were like, no, even though he's good, but we need to be on him. Really, they wanted to make sure that I graduated high school
Yeah.
first, because for high school we take a national exam, so they wanted me, hey, you need to pass the exam. Now college makes sure to have all those degrees and then just have a regular job. When you tell them about sports, yeah, they wouldn't hear nothing about it.
What about when you said you want to get a job? What did it come
Oh,
to when you told them you really want to get a job now?
so like when I was a teenager, right?
Yeah.
So they told me, what if you get sick? We're still gonna pay for you. So they never wanted me in the summer to have a job. And one day I found a job. Said, I found this job. I want to do it. She was like, no. What if you get sick? But I was like, this is going to help me to learn, about the world itself, like how things works.
Yeah.
So she said no.
So when did you start working? Like when you came to US, you just
I would say that
went
that's like in the US I really started.
or you just went and you got your visa, you came and went straight to school.
It's cool, and then I started working here. Literally, that's, I would say, here that I really, really started working. In Africa, all I was doing just go to school, come back home, and of course, when that's all I was doing. Because if I say something about working, my parents were like, no, Steph, be in school. So that thing, when you start, making money early,
Yeah.
in your early age, you forget about school.
Yeah, that's
So they wanted us to be educated, to have that education, which I understand, and I would say it contributed to a lot to who I am today. The fact that I'm pretty much knowledgeable about like many topics and stuff.
Yeah.
So I liked it, but it could have been done differently.
Oh man, that's good, man. We gonna close out right now. I want to thank you for coming
Oh,
to Vibes and Voices. This your home.
thanks
All
for the
right.
invite.
All the audience, all the followers, go ahead and tap into Vibes and Voices. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be bringing up a new episode every other week. So go ahead, subscribe. New episode will be posted. All right. Vibes and Voices. This is Ibra. Let's go.
Yeah.